Hello everybody. I'm doing this video because I just realized it has been a year that I have been in Lake Havasu. I survived a year out here. Now, I'm not gonna say that I have the worst life. I'm definitely not saying that I have the worst life. But what I will say is that it's pretty bad. It's not the worst life, but it's pretty bad. And I don't want to jinx it by saying it could be worse, because, well, yeah, I don't want to jinx it, because it most certainly could be worse. But I'm not going to base my life around the whole it could be worse thing. I'd rather live in the present, the here and now, rather than doing the over there and later. Or past. Whatever. Things are not going too well. This may sound really cliche, but, like, I do not trust anyone inside the house that I'm living in right now. I cannot trust my mother with anything. Really? I can't. We've made choices, alright? My mother said that we would move out. And we have yet to move out. She said once we got enough money, we'd move out. Well, before we moved into this house, we had enough money, but we didn't move out. I know this because when I saw Jeff going through, the bills and such, I saw how much money we had in the bank. And after seeing that much money, I was thinking, hey, we might actually be able to leave. No. My mother decides to stall, and so we move out to the house that I'm in right now. Again. My mother makes a deal that if he yells at me again, but we're still going to be moving, but if he yells at me again, it's just going to make it even faster. And then, my mother says, if Jeff quits his job again, we're leaving. And can you guess what he did? That's right, he quit his job. And where are we still? Here, in Lake Havasu City, for the next month. Lovely, right? So now, I can't trust my mother. I can't trust anyone inside this house except for Leia, my dog, who is a dirtface, but is really, really pretty, and I love her. I love my dog Leia. She's a big puppy. I can't trust anyone inside this house. I need to leave. I seriously need to leave. If it's so bad that I can't even trust my own family that's living inside the house, that's pretty bad. If it wasn't like that, then, maybe. But I just can't. I can't stay in this house. I've tried to get out. I've tried to leave. I'm trying everything that I can to stay out of this house. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to have the chance to leave this place for good until my mother concedes and decides to let me go and have my happiness. And unfortunately, I can't do anything about it because technically I'm not a citizen and therefore have no rights. Well, the rights of an American citizen, which is the right to pursue happiness, of which that was promised to everyone. I do not have the right to pursue happiness, because my mother likes to keep me in hell, which I hate. By the way, it's like 9:50, so that's why my voice sounds like it is. Yeah, it's not going on very good. I've been staying in my room because I don't want to deal with anyone. I know that's a very coward tactic, but it's it's the only thing that I can do. If I stay out there, I don't know what the hell could happen. And if something does just so happen to happen, if something just so happens, I could end up injured or even more broken down than I already am. Yeah, things are not going very well for me. Again, I'm not in the worst position, but it's still pretty bad. Oh, and for those of you that like to live with the lifestyle of, your life isn't the worst, therefore you can't feel bad about it, fuck you. That's all I can say. Fuck you. If you guys ever listen to Northern Lions lectures, he explained that just because I don't have the worst life does not mean that I can't be unhappy about it. So that's a thing that is to be noted. But yeah. I'm not sure if I really pointed this out ever. This house is really broken down. Like, really broken down. The plumbing is falling to pieces because the old lady that used to live here doesn't know doesn't know what plumbing is. Either that or this house was newly built and they don't know how the fuck plumbing works. So we've been having, like, leaky sinks. I don't mean, like, faucet. I mean the pipes underneath the sink have been leaking. And, the dishwasher has been leaking as well. Washer and dryer are just fine because we had to buy them and we set them up. The pool's working just fine. It's the only reason that they decided to buy this fucking house is because of the pool. The windowsill is falling apart. There's like this wooden board that sticks out on the inside, and I don't think this board's supposed to be taken off. It is so easy to just, pull it right off. It's not even connected to anything. It might have been connected in the past, but it's not. My closet is pretty fucked up. There's two shelves, I guess. There's a top shelf which is really high, and I'm using it to kind of keep all the crap that I don't need. And the second shelf I'm kind of using for, like, miscellaneous items, as well as my clothes, because there's no bar of which that I can hang my clothes on. Not only that, but the thing that's holding the shelves together is pretty fucked up. I don't mean like messed up, I mean it is like breaking down type of fucked up. So, yeah. School hasn't been that good either. The only thing that's keeping me through school is acting, and that's it. I'm still trying to get my monologue straight, which really sucks. We have QWAs now, which are quarterly writing assessments, which is the fucking essay that we have to do every quarter. Which actually seems to be more of a semester. I tried to point out that in English, my sophomore English class, that we had to do a certain, we had another QWA, and the guys are like, what? No. We already did our QWAs. I'm like, yeah, last quarter. These are quarterly writing assessments. This is not semesterly, quarterly, not annual, quarterly. Do you understand, little Mexican boy? By the way, this kid was Mexican. And he was a little bit stout. He was a plump guy that was around my size, which is astounding. And he thought that he knew everything. And I told him, we have another quarterly writing assessment. He was like, no, we already did that. And I explained to him, and I said to him, we had them last quarter. This is the second quarter. So if it's a new quarter, what does that make you think? The guy just sits there in silence, giving me this confused-ass look. It means that we have to do another quarterly writing assessment. Do you not understand this? And so, the kid finally goes, oh. I'm like, yeah, that's right. That is exactly what we have to do. Did you finally piece it together? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Where'd you go, Mexican boy? Where'd you go, Mexican boy? Now pay attention in class so you're not fucking stupid. These kids, I swear. They're fucking annoying. If they were my kids, I would have set them straight like that. I just snapped, in case you didn't hear. Just like that. I would set them straight. I would set them to where they're not fucking spoiled. I would set them to the point where they appreciate shit more and know when things get bad. Because no one likes a complete and utter optimist. There has to be some person who's a pessimist who's supposed to set things in balance. I'm still 15. I don't have my permit, but I'm going to be able to get my driver's license in a few months. About 4 months, I believe. This is November, December, January, yeah. 4 months, and compared to this month, let's see, it's the second, 5 days is when I'm going to be able to get my permit. Not permit, I'm going to be able to get my, driver's license. Yeah, that. The students out there are still fucking retarded. Retarded? Really? No. They're retarded. And, like, I take the word retarded into two different ways. There's, I don't mean, like, retarded as in, you know, they have a disability. No, I mean retarded as in, as Christopher Titus explained, I'm talking about the retarded of which that you will be driving inside of a car, and this person will stick their head out of the window, drunk off their ass, and yell, "Hey, coppers, wanna fight?" That is retarded. Another example of retarded is the girl's like, I keep going out with the same guy, and why am I always having such bad luck with men? I'm going out with the same guy who brutally abuses me. I don't know why this is happening. That's retarded. In case you didn't know, I've been going after, Christopher Titus. Yeah. Before it used to be, Eddie Izzard. He was a very good guy. And now it's Christopher Titus, because he's also very funny. He's the most recent guy that I've been watching. And also because I know a lot of the Eddie Izzard, and it's no longer has effect. Christopher Titus, I can't really relate with, but, like, I can understand, like, how life can suck. The kids out here, they say that they want to fight, but they don't. They don't want to fight. 'Cause if they do fight, well, that means that they would have to, take what they have and try and they would get their asses kicked. That's what fighting means to them, is get your ass kicked. Whenever two of these kids get into a fight, they either don't fight at all because they're fucking retarded and are complete and utter bitches and don't want to swing a punch, or they both take one hit and start crying their eyes out because they're just that much of a bitch. I recently got into a fight with this kid. Alright, we did it in a secluded area. There were still students going by. Luckily, none of them ratted us out, because who doesn't love the sight of two people fighting? This guy did not know how to throw the punch for the life of him. He swung far too wide, and his punches were far too weak. I took the punches, laughing my ass off as to how awful this kid fought. At one point, he just gave up and walked away. And you know what I did? I walked away. You know why? Because this kid, he realized that if what he was doing to me did shit, then he knows that I can literally take his face, rearrange it, and turn it into a Picasso project. I'm not kidding. I could have turned that kid's face into paste. But, from what I hear, murder is a felony. I know, right? It's crazy. I've made, like, one friend, but that's because we have the same, like, little fantasy story. We have a thing that we can relate. Although most of the things that he says is complete and utter bullshit. Hear this. You know World of Warcraft Legion? The game that's not even out for alpha is still in production. Yeah. World of Warcraft Legion. He says that he's gotten into the game and played it. He says that he's gone into World of Warcraft, laid upon a gnome, and the gnome got crushed. That is bullshit. He's saying that the Pandaren have a plus 10% armor. Bullshit. Okay? He's saying that he has played Warcraft 4, a game of which there has not even been announced. Of which that I really hope that they do, like, World of Warcraft entanglement type thing, where you get to turn your World of Warcraft characters into the heroes. You know, the hero units. Yeah, that. I would definitely love to see my paladin in Warcraft 4. That would be amazing. what ends up happening with this guy is he has this delusion that he is a Persian prince. He is a prince of Persia, as the pun would go. Our nickname for him is the Butt Pirate, because we make jokes that he's gay because he, quote unquote, was raised in a barn that had 2 gay kids that would do it on top of his bunk, on the top bunk, on top of him, and we also call him Butt Pirate because he has pirate boots every day, for no reason. He calls himself a Prince of Persia, and he says that he has a claim to the throne, which I find is fucking hilarious. Honestly, I do not believe that this Stephen has any relationship to the King of Persia. If he does so happen to, please do not murder me, whoever the King of Persia is, if there even is one in this day and age. I would also like to point out, there is a kid of which that has been taking my games and is deciding, well, I tried to sell him a game, Command and Conquer, for $10. He says he's gonna pay me, like half, and then he's going, in order to, like, see how the game rolls. And then, now he's asking for the money back, which I'm probably not even gonna give to him, because, you know, it's my game that he bought. If he wants to demo it, then he's gonna have to pay for the demo. And, like, he doesn't even have any restrictions to what he gets. So he's basically doing an entire thing based upon what, exactly? He is asking for his $5 back because he didn't enjoy the game. Well, you've already played through the entire game, so I'm keeping this $5 and you give me my money. Seems fair, right? I keep the money of which that you gave me, and you give me my game back. If you didn't like it. Because if he decided to keep the game, he would owe me another $5, in which I would have $10. But since he's deciding, no, I don't like the game, give me back my money, no, I'm not giving you back your money. You've already gone through the entire game. You're not gonna get the game back, because I just gave you the entire game for you to play with for a month now. Well, no, not a month. Definitely not a month. That he's had for a few weeks now, and has had the entire opportunity to play the game. He's saying that he doesn't like the game, but he's been playing it the entire time, to the point of which that he couldn't even finish Dragon Age 2, of which that I let him borrow, which he returned, thankfully. Now, what I really need to say is, in my last video, the Nika reviews Gotcha One Midsummer, got a little bit too deep, pointed directly at one person, and I will apologize for putting you on the spot, but had to be done. Had to be done. You know who you are. You know who you are. Anyway, I've gone on long enough. This thing has gone on to 25 minutes. So, hope you guys enjoyed this little talk about how things are out here. And I will see you guys next time.